All right, Tuesday, October the 29th. The visit to the dental facility yesterday was kind of a bust. They probed around, which is always a lovely, lovely feeling, and decided that the sutures that I have in my mouth need to stay in for at least another week. So we're going to take a look on election day to see exactly how much pain I can put onto myself in one 24-hour period. They did tell me that the implants that they just had to remove were definitely going to be necessary for the long term as far as the lower jaw goes, as far as the lower dentures go, simply because as one gets older, one's bones shrink a little and become a little softer. So if I want to be able to eat and articulate the way that I have become used to, having two pegs or posts implanted again into my lower jaw. This is going to take about a year. So good times. That was the news from yesterday. I appreciate all the feedback that I got from yesterday's video, and I wanted to address a couple of questions, and because I want to be able to read them. Azure Blue Midnight wrote, any thoughts on the Magician of Howard Thurston? Do you collect magic memorabilia? And if you do, what is your favorite item and why? Howard Thurston is probably, in my opinion, one of the greatest artists in the magic field. The way that he took the desire that he had and the way that he presented himself on stage is one of the magicians that if I had a time machine, I would go back and just see Howard Thurston's magic show, which took 8 railroad cars to fit. So, honestly, I mean, guys, embrace close-up. Pack of playing cards, couple of coins, and a whole hour or two of strong magic can be made from really small props. But, you know, not yucking anybody's yum. You want a train full of magic, go get yourself a train full of magic. Certainly worked for Mr. Thurston. As far as collecting magic memorabilia, no, I don't really. I came into this art very late, relatively in life. I was in my late 20s before I ever picked it up. And most of my learning came from books, theory, and putting my butt out on the street and just doing it and learning as I went what worked and what didn't work. My favorite thing, as far as, I mean, besides just books in my library that have been gifted to me or that meant something to me when I first started out, not particularly. I have a drumstick that Gazzo gave to me. I saw him performing on the street and was just smitten with his performance style and the way that he could abuse his audience in a loving way and put his heart out right out for everybody else. And we had a long talk, and later, of course, I got to know him a little better, and I went to some of his lectures and some other things. But he was using a drumstick as a magic wand, and he basically handed it to me and said, just practice, just it doesn't matter, just practice, just work. And so that means a lot to me. I do collect the posters of the guest magicians that come to the underground in the theater that I'm working at now, that I'm a resident at the Stanley Hotel, and the Magic Theater there is Aidan Sinclair's Underground, and I have collected signed posters of all the guest magicians that we've had up over the past couple of years. So as far as memorabilia goes, that's about all that I really collect. I hope that answers your question. If you have any further, you want to go any deeper on anything, just let me know. We'll go for that as well. Any tips on how to reduce stress and anxiety? This is from Killabee6381. Any tips on how to reduce stress and anxiety? I sometimes struggle to find coping mechanisms for juggling work and my relationship. I wish I could click a button and my mind would turn off the noise. Your first relationship is with you. The person you have to answer to at the end of the day, at the end of the week, is yourself. So make sure you nurture that relationship even before you worry about your outside relationship or your work. This is all my opinion. This is what has made my heart happy. So take that, for all that is worth. But if you cannot be calm within yourself, you cannot reduce the anxiety in others and have a peaceful, copacetic relationship with the world. As far as clicking a button and clicking a button and turning off the noise, yeah, actually there is a button you can do, the off button on your remote control. If you stop listening to the news, if you stop getting deep into the things that make you worry, which quite often the news can be tremendously stressful. Don't look at me like that. I know. I already know. I don't use that button enough myself. I get it. There's a critic over here in the corner. I've got an eyebrow is what's happening. Like, oh, good advice, Magic Boy. When are you going to start taking it for yourself? Hey, I'm working. I'm talking to the people here. So, okay, all right. But yeah, one of the big things is, yes, it's important to keep up with what's going on in the world. That's vital. I mean, that's good. But also, not too much. Too much is gonna just crank the stress up, and I speak from experience. Okay? All right. So as far as stress goes, that's my advice. Read fiction that you love. Take a moment when you don't do anything. If you can set aside 5 minutes a day where you just kind of sit with your own thoughts and not with your own worries, but with your own thoughts, admire the beauty of the world around you, step outside and push the clouds apart with your mind. Just stop everything except just being for a little while. That also works for me. So, question out of left field. This is from Flying O. Hoping everything will turn out well. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Question out of left field. After 50 years of shaving, I have decided to let my beard grow out, so I'm curious if you use beard oils or any similar beard products for your chin whiskers. Yeah, I do. I have tried a whole bunch of different oils and products and such. The one that really, really works for me is from a company called Beard Brand. It's one word, beardbrand.com, I imagine. They have a utility balm that is phenomenal. This is my favorite scent, Temple Smoke, and it smells like a campfire. It is fantastic. It is a utility balm, so it conditions the beard and it softens it. It conditions, the softness of it and promotes the length and everything else. But it also works as a really good balm for tattoos. If you have, if you've got a healing tattoo or whatever, it's great for your skin. As far as that goes, it works really great on your hands. If you are a magician and you work with your hands and you need for them to be soft, I can highly recommend this. This is not a paid advertisement. This is something that I buy for myself, unless Beard Brand is watching and would like to sponsor this channel. I'm a big advocate of your products. So that I would start with that. Basically, with this, I would just take like a finger full, like that, rub it into like this, so it melts a little bit. It gets really soft, and then just rub it in. And then I follow that up with just a good stiff horsehair beard brush and run it through. And the beautiful thing about this is this will pick up some of the excess of the oil in it. So later on during the day, you can run it again, brush your beard through, and it will add an extra layer of conditioner on that. And I'm not sure when this became a beauty channel, but that's what I use. And it works really well for me. I'm really, really happy with the results I get from it. And this is literally after trying dozens and dozens of different products and stuff. I might have a garage sale or something to do that. Today, off day, I am fighting some kind of a virus, which I will succeed in overcoming, because I have the rest of busy spooky week starting tomorrow and running through Sunday. We have the Seance Show 13 running. I will be doing some magic in the Underground Theater for the matinee shows, and it's going to be an exceptionally, powerfully busy weekend, and I really, really can't wait, because this is what I thrive on. This is the air that I breathe. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I was told there was going to be snow in the Colorado mountains this week, today, Tuesday, but it sure does not look like it right now. The temperature's perfect. The The sky is beautiful again. It's a beautiful day every freaking day. Oh, the gratitude. It's overwhelming. Again, if you have any questions or comments, seriously, ask me anything. I am determined to make this a daily update, a daily vlog. We're going to get out in a couple of days, maybe when it's not quite so chill as it is today. Walk around and show you the neighborhood and show you some of the restaurants I love to eat at up here. Just the beautiful life that I'm living. I'm just trying to share it. Because if you don't tell your story, nobody else is gonna. That's my philosophy for the day. I hope there's love where you are, and I'll talk to you soon.